Welcome back. You're watching Storyboard. Ogilvy has announced the launch of 82.5 Communications. In fact, it has branded this new agency as an India-specific creative agency. What was the story or the thought behind this new agency? We have Sumanto Chattopadhy and V.S. Srikanth answering this for us. Listen in. Sumanto, Srikanth, welcome to Storyboard.
Thank you.
82.5, it sounds like a name of a radio station. What does it stand for really?
Actually, this should be a general knowledge quiz question because every Indian should know it, because 82.5 is the longitude of Indian Standard Time.
Ah.
And we feel that since we are talking about an agency which is all about ingenious Indian ideas, about catering to Indian entrepreneurs and emerging Indian businesses, this was the perfect name.
Okay. Why did you decide for this new brand identity and what was the thought behind it?
What we felt was that we wanted to I think everybody needs to reinvent, and we wanted to reinvent ourselves in a manner that is much more relevant for today's India, for today's market, and we felt that this kind of a platform, open source kind of an approach is what was going to work. I'll let Srikanth elaborate on that.
Yeah, we feel that there is a very large segment of Indian entrepreneurs, Indian companies, large and small, who are seeking deep engagement from their creative agencies. And very often it's not just in that narrow space of mass media solutions. Okay, it isn't enough if you just give them a television spot or a radio spot or a print ad. They're asking questions which go back to mining consumer insights all the way to helping them chart the way for their brands and coming up with creative executions that span 360. So, and they wanted simplified through one brand lens held by one set of people. They don't want to necessarily deal with multiple agencies. They are seeking that simplicity, and we feel that we are the right agency to give them that kind of a deep partnership.
Okay, so how is, let's say, how is your day-to-day work going to change with this new change in approach, Sumanto?
So I think, we have just changed to this new identity and new way of thinking. So what we're doing right now is we're in the process of tying up with various partners, because our idea is that we have a certain set of skills which reside in-house, but we ought to be able to give any kind of solution that when any of our clients want. So for example, it could be something like shopper marketing, or it could be online market research. Now we are not specialized in this, and we don't feel that it makes sense for us to invest in this kind of an expense to do this in-house. Whereas if we have a fantastic partner out there who will partner us in jointly delivering this solution to our client, then it makes us agile, it makes us cost effective, and I think we are the custodians of the brand. So we are the brand lens, and all of these different things will come to our clients through our brand lens. So we feel it's the best of both worlds.
Okay, and what will be the association with Ogilvy? Because, previously Soho Square, in fact, you guys sit in the same building, was strongly, as a brand, as a company, was strongly associated with the mother company, Ogilvy. So what is, 82.5's new association with Ogilvy going to be like?
So Ogilvy is our parent. That doesn't change. So we are an Ogilvy group company. We have got access to Ogilvy people, data, the best practices that Ogilvy has. So we have got access to all that. Yet we are on our own. So we are our own agency with our own identity, and that's the point of it, really.
As I can see in all the branding right here, 82.5, it says ingenious Indian ideas. On the other side, Piyush Pandey has always spoken about having Indian ideas or Indian advertising or Indian nuances in whatever ads that you create. So how are you going to separate the two?
So I think that our pedigree is Ogilvy. So I think that we have all learned the essence of Indianness and how to put it into your work from Piyush. So that's our legacy. But I think that what we are looking at is going forward, and not just in a 30-second TVC. It could be anything. It could be in the middle of a play, we have the actors doing creating an ad for us live. Or it could be puppetry, it could be anything. I'm saying that we are not looking at only the traditional media, and we're not looking at your TVC and outdoor and radio spots. So I think we're going to be looking at Indianness in different creative media. And also I think one of the greatest inspiration for us was the Mangalyaan, the Mars mission. In fact, if we say that 82.5 is this new baby, then the mother of that is MUM. MUM is MOM, which is the Mars orbiter mission, which India put into space at like almost a tenth of the cost of what the US did.
Sumanto, since you mentioned Mangalyaan, is your agency going to draw probably inspiration from the Indian term jugaad?
So I think that, in fact, there's been a lot of talk about this word jugaad because it has positive and negative connotations. So because Mangalyaan was a super success, it was seen as a positive example of jugaad. But when we say, we don't want to use the word jugaad, we can, but sometimes people think it means like doing things on the fly without preparation. But I think that the Mangalyaan was about thorough preparation. Yeah. And yes, you have to react to situations and work around obstacles in your path, but you have to be very well prepared. So I think I would use the word jugaad advisedly. That's why we prefer to say ingenious Indian ideas.
Shrikant, I want to know from you, how did your existing clients of Soho Square react to the new identity, the new approach, the new name?
Overwhelmingly positively. I think the clients loved it. I think this is a need that they've been feeling for a very long time. So I think it fell on willing ears. They've been waiting for something like this for a very long time. Yeah, absolutely. I'm just saying, I think all our existing clients are thrilled with the new identity and the new thinking that we are going to represent.
Okay, so if I were to ask the two of you in one line, if I were a client and you have to pitch your agency in one sentence, what would that be?
I would say that you want an agile, new age partner who promises and delivers ingenious Indian ideas to solve your, because we are in India, those are the problems that we have, and these are the kind of solutions that we'll give you.
What about you?
Most effective ideas shop you can think of.
All
you have
right.
a problem, we are the guys to give you the ideas.
All right, thank you so much. Thanks for speaking to us.
Thank you.
And finally, let's talk about the newest baby from our network. 8 years after launching firstpost.com, Network 18 unveiled its first weekly newspaper. The Viewspaper, as it's called, hit Delhi NCR and Mumbai on January 26, that is the Republic Day. Volume 1 of Network 18's first newspaper, First Post, recently hit the stands on India's 70th Republic Day. It is a 20-page broadsheet that will appear every Saturday and shall cater to readers in Mumbai and New Delhi. First Post will emphasize on narrative, long-format journalism with a focus on national politics, culture and art, and being a mix of hard and soft feature news. First Post will be edited by B.B. Rao and Praveen Swami.
We actually don't say we are going to print. What we are saying is we are taking the First Post experience to various areas, platforms, mediums. You will soon see that we will set up First Post clubs where we will have events, people will come, we will have all kinds of experiences for the reader. It's not just one passive First Post throwing content at you and you consuming it. So we want that to be more a content experience, right? A connection that we want to make with readers.
With a strong and vibrant design, the newspaper has been designed by Jack Utko. It is positioned as a weekend read and comes with the tagline, "The last word in the news."
Hurly-burly of daily news, there's enough and more content coming your way. What's really missing is somebody with a thoughtful attitude, digesting all the news, digesting all the the noise on the news horizon, and distilling it for you, taking a insightful understanding of what's really behind the news.
हमारा देखिए हमारा भाई तो
हेलो,
जुड़वा पैदा हुए।
आपके डिटेल आंसर्स के लिए थैंक यू।
मेरा भाई तो
फिर से ब्रेकिंग न्यूज है। जुड़वा पैदा हुए।
Along with the launch, there is an impactful ad film created by Taproot that highlights the brand proposition.
News deserves time. We take a week. Introducing First Post every Saturday.
With that, it's a wrap on Storyboard this week. You can catch all of our content on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube. Thanks for watching and we'll be back same time next week. See you soon.